to Drano.
To make clogs go, better use Drano.
God for you. Goes back into closed doors. This is going to get really ugly.
What type of behavior have you witnessed from former Aero director Sean Kilpatrick as well as his staff in relate to this information you provided to them? Did they ever try to classify this information as non-human technology?
I'm going to be in 1108 starting 113499. I'm in service.
Golden Corral right off of 358. William King, William 1273. Going to be en route to the 914 23rd Street call.
Coordinate Delta 1 copy.
Going to be 331272.
Go ahead.
Heading towards Immaculate Conception.
2875 1254.
Point dialysis.
It's going to be a civil matter. She's trying to kick him out of the house.
Receiving RV units 4, 6, and 7.
Yeah, control.
Currently, common providers, civil matter, trying to piece them out without proper
Calling from the Better Business Bureau. I was reaching out because we have a current hold on your, looks like,
going out and trying to find a solution to a problem that's going to be long-term. We're not looking at the short-term solutions. You've got that already in line. But I've had the privilege of being in a meeting with Mr. Leindecker, and he explained water the way no one has ever done. He lives here. He's part of this community. He's not going to do anything to hurt it. That's what I want you to know. He will not propose anything to you that would hurt.
It's going to be on 4th Street and the Conjun.
Going after those that harm our malware, infrastructure systems, telecom systems, and energy structure. Combating SALT and Vault Typhoons are just a little bit of the examples we're doing. Maybe most importantly, under the counterterrorism and domestic terrorism umbrella, are nihilist, violent extremists, and those that label themselves 764, who wish to go online and convince children to maim and mutilate themselves and commit suicide. And we are producing record numbers of arrests under that umbrella organization. Going and manhunting them is step 2, and that's what we're committing our resources to do.
Well, that's my next question, is what progress has the administration made in apprehending and removing terrorist threats that came in during the Biden years?
I think you're talking about, if you're not, let me know, known or suspected terrorists, and we've encountered almost 0 at the southern border since the southern border has been sealed. But the problem that we are running into is our northern border. It's largely expansive, the enemy has adapted, and we need more focus on the northern border to stop known or suspected terrorists from coming in from places like China.
Going to be the same, and it is going to be done with the same diligence. And I'm wondering if you will commit to me right now that you will be a voice right now standing up to those voices in the administration that are adding to the violent rhetoric right now. That's what I'm asking you. Will you commit to this?
Time the gentlelady has expired. The gentleman can respond.
My voice will be through the investigations that the FBI conducts, and we will conduct them all lawfully and equally.
Can we expect in the future
Get onto social media companies, gaming platforms, have legal access, and also have private partnerships with the FBI of those companies and allow them to report into us on a daily basis. There is no human being or AI system on earth that can go out there and cover down on the threat in those theaters. And so we need the assistance, and we need more authorities, and we need the private sector to double down.
Well, thank you very much for all you're doing, all the men and women of the FBI are doing to keep us safe, and I yield back.
Donald Trump together with Epstein, correct?
Going to expose a lot. But I'm happy the two of you are working together. I'm going to vote for this resolution. I'll make my decision on. I will not be signing a discharge petition. That's a tool of the minority, as you know, and it's not something that I will do as a member of the Rules Committee. I will not sign the discharge petition, but I intend to support this resolution. I appreciate both of you working in a bipartisan manner. The victims deserve it, and if I understood you, Mr. Comer, how many years did you say some of those victims have been?
With the advice for the counsel of the victims today, which we had already planned on this, but we're definitely moving in that direction, is to go after the bank records and the suspicious activity reports, much like we did in the Biden family influence peddling investigation. Identify accounts and see what usually the banks catch. Ralph and Langworthy and Byron and everybody that's been involved in banking, they know the banks are usually.
It's going to take time. You're not waiting on anything.
No,
you're moving forward.
We're moving forward.
And like Chairman Fox said, everything's going to get released. Now, let me ask you this. Are the flight logs public information? Who flew on the planes?
Okay, some are, but the estate subpoena should cover more of that.
We all know anybody how far back with the flight logs? You can alter a flight log.
We've gone so far back. It's hard to believe, actually. Hard to believe when you don't have enough electricity to give a person a little air conditioning in the summer, and now they want you to take electricity and fire up all these cars. But we're not going to let that happen. Meanwhile, all of the auto jobs would be shipped to China because they're very strong on electric, and it lives off an estimated 200,000 American auto workers. Would be going to be a great day.
What would you like folks to take away from that day? What would you hope that they would remember? And also, Mr.
President, our country is, and how strong our military is. We have the strongest military in the world. You know, it's very interesting. 3 weeks ago, it was the end of world anniversary, end of World War II, and I called France and Macron, who's a good man. I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "We're celebrating." It's going to be something very special. Thank you very much. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. Thank you. Secretary Sean Duffy, and they had a problem in India today, and you're on that. Sean's doing a tremendous job. Secretary Chris Wright, everybody said you'd never be able to get him. He's the most talented man, they say, in the oil and gas industry. I'll let you know in about 2 years if that's true. He's going to do, and we've brought back tremendous numbers of jobs. And you're having auto plants built all over the country, all over. There's never seen anything like that. They're leaving from Mexico. They're leaving from Canada. They're leaving from other parts of the world. If they want a Mercedes-Benz, you're going to have it made here. It's okay to have a Mercedes, but they're going to make it here. Otherwise, they're going to pay a very big tariff. They already are. That's one of the reasons we have $88 billion. It's a lot of money. But that's peanuts compared to what we're going to abolish, the EV mandate. And Elon still endorsed me because, honestly, he never, ever spoke to me about that. And I used to say, I'm amazed that he's endorsing me because that can't be good for him. I'm abolishing the EV mandate. And I once asked him about it. You never talked to me about that. He said, well, as long as it's happening to everybody, I'll be able to compete. It was a very interesting answer. I thought it was a very honest answer, to be honest with you. And I talked about it, that it's going to be a great day.
What would you like folks to take away from that day? What would you hope that they would remember? And also, Mr. President,
our country is, and how strong our military is. We have the strongest military in the world. You know, it's very interesting. 3 weeks ago, it was the end of world anniversary, end of World War II, and I called France and Macron, who's a good man. I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "We're celebrating." It's going to be a lot of money made, and it's going to ultimately open up China, which is the ultimate thing. And I'm going to be working with President Xi. We had a long talk about it. And that's going to be good for China. It's going to be good for us. But we're going to be opening up China. That's bigger than what we signed. And I think had we not signed it, that wouldn't be happening. It's going to happen. It's going to happen fairly soon. But to further defend our auto workers, I imposed this 25% tariff on all. Going to do with the surge. We're going to have a surge of strong, good people, patriots, and they're going to go in, they straighten it all out. So a lot of these cities we're already working on, but we don't do it with a big